Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am the IT guy, and today we are covering the Brave browser and the basic attention token. I wanted to make this video just because I like the Brave project. So this video is going to consist of three parts, actually four parts. So the first part is the Brave browser itself, which we'll get into in a minute, and the second part is the basic attention token, which makes the Brave browser very special. And then we're going into the total idea of the Brave browser and the basic attention token and how they merge and how they try to create this new ecosystem. But of course, and this is part 4, we are going to talk a little bit about the bad stuff as well, because the Brave browser is an amazing project, but it's still it's a young project, and I don't think that it's mature enough to be released to the market yet because of a few flaws, but we'll get into that later. Let me first of all go into the browser itself, because aside from the fact that it has this special Brave browser and basic attention token ecosystem, the Brave browser itself is an amazing browser, and I do use it as my main driver. As of a few weeks ago, so I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I must say that I really am enjoying the experience overall. So what makes the Brave browser so special? So first of all, I think it's quite unique to have this built in. It has a so the Brave browser itself is a privacy and security focused browser. So that's their main goal, is to keep your privacy, so your data, and also the data on the PC and the data on the internet that you have, to keep that safe. So it's the idea to keep that safe and to keep that secure. And the way it does that is it uses a built-in ad blocker. So we see that third-party trackers are blocked, and the third-party trackers are most likely things on websites that track you. They're like cookies and advertisements. These things are able to track your activity, and using that tracking, these websites can give you customized advertisements. So if you probably noticed that when you look at, let's say you look up a laundry machine, and next thing you know, you go onto Facebook or YouTube, and there it is. There's a commercial for a new laundry machine. So these are things that are caused by these trackers that websites are running, and Brave disables that. So this is just for privacy reasons, so people can no longer track your activity online, so websites can no longer track that activity. So this is the first way they try to keep you safe. So you can also disable scripts. So this is another thing. So this is going to disable JavaScript, things like JavaScripts that also track you in some way. You can disable that as well over here, but this is going to maybe decrease the overall experience you have on the internet, because a lot of websites rely on the scripts just to make the website work. But just having the trackers disabled is already a plus for me. The second way it increases your security and privacy online is it automatically upgrades your connection to HTTPS wherever possible. HTTPS is the secure version of HTTP, or rather the secure version of a website. And I don't think this is unique to Brave browser, but they include it. It's maybe just some sort of marketing. They try to include it over here, but I do believe that web browsers like Chrome and Firefox already have that built in. So I don't think this is really unique, but maybe this is really unique. But I do think that it's just something they added just to make just to make an extra case out of it. So this is the part where Brave browser really shines in. It really shines in the privacy-focused part of the browser. But then there is, of course, there's one thing you should know as well, that it's based on the Chromium engine. So it's based on the Chromium browser, the same engine, the same browser, or the same engine that Google Chrome is built on. So this is very interesting, because you are in fact capable of using a lot of the extensions that that are made for Google Chrome. So that's pretty interesting. And then the thing that makes it very unique is the basic attention token wallet. So let me go over to the basic attention token website itself, because we are going to look at the basic attention token. So this is number 2. This is the second thing I wanted to cover in this video, and that is the basic attention token, and that is definitely the thing that makes the Brave browser unique in its way. So going into the basic attention token, so the basic attention token is a blockchain-based decentralized cryptocurrency, just like Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum is the technology on which basic attention token is built on. So if you go over here, you see the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, which is a bunch of companies who are backing the Ethereum project. Therefore, you can definitely be sure that the Ethereum network is something that we'll be hearing from in the future. So the basic attention token is a token or a decentralized app, or whatever you want to call it, that is built on top of the Ethereum network. And it basically tries to create a whole new paradigm, or a whole new ecosystem for advertisers and people who make money off of those advertisements. So what basically the premise of the basic attention token? So what will basically happen is that in combination with the Brave browser, because the Brave browser has a built-in ad blocker, what will happen is that you can work with the Brave rewards, and this is something you'll see over here. Actually, let's go back to the Brave browser website and go over to the Brave rewards. So the Brave rewards are actually rewards you get for watching the ads. So not only does the person who displays the ads on their website or their videos profit from showing those ads, but the people watching also get something in return, and that something is a basic attention token. So it's a token that holds a certain value, and that token can be used within the whole Brave browser basic attention token ecosystem. So what basically happens is you'll be shown a pop-up, so just like here. So you can either buy the tokens, but you can use, I think the premise, that the main idea is that the basic attention tokens have to be gained through watching ads. I think that is the main goal of the basic attention token. You can buy them on the on crypto exchanges, but I do think that the idea behind the Brave and the basic attention token is that you get the tokens for watching the ads instead of directly buying the tokens. So instead of having these ads shown everywhere on your website, which also, first of all, slows your web experience down. Second of all, it invades your privacy. What they will do is they will give pop-ups, and this is something that right now only works in the US, Canada, France, Germany, and the UK. So what will happen is when you're in one of these regions, you can participate in the Brave reward system, and if you partake in the Brave reward system, you'll get these basic attention tokens, and they'll be transferred into your wallet, and afterwards you can use the basic attention tokens you earned to give to your favorite creators, because as you can see, this is my YouTube page over here. You can become a Brave verified publisher, and in that case you can either auto contribute to your favorite creators, and depending on which content creators you watched that during the last month, you'll be giving a share of your total amount of basic attention tokens. So you'll have, like, I want to give 20 basic attention tokens a month, and I want you to spread that out over all the content creators I watch. Or if you don't want to do that, you can disable the auto contribution. You can go over to the the Brave verified publishers page, and then you can tip him. You can give him one basic attention token, 5 or 10, and you can change these amounts. The publishers can change these amounts as well, and you can make that monthly. So it's like a monthly donation, but you don't have to break the bank, because that is the problem that we're facing right now. The people who are setting up these payments, they ask €5 or maybe €10 at the minimum, and if you have maybe like 10 content creators or something like that, if you add that up, 10 content creators who all ask you €5 a month is €50 a month, and a lot of people cannot afford to pay that that kind of money each month. So in this way, you can set a smaller amount, maybe like see, you can give them like $3 a month, and that way you give them the amount you want, because for a lot of people, like I said, €5 a month is a lot of money. And I do think this is a very good system. That way you can also auto contribute. That way you don't have to think about it all the time, and you can just say like, okay, anyone who I watch and anybody who has had the most views during this month gets the most of my total amount of basic attention tokens I want to spend that month. So that is something I find very interesting, because that way the people who are using ad blockers are not how should I put this, the way that people earn money on YouTube right now is by showing advertisement. But if you're using an ad blocker, you are blocking those ads. So the people on YouTube or the people on websites that run ads on their websites, on their YouTube channel, they earn money by showing you those ads. But if you are blocking those ads, those people get no income at all. Whereas if you use the ad blocker from the Brave browser and you visit their website and you auto contribute them in your monthly payment, the people on YouTube at least get something in return instead of nothing. So I do think that that is a very good way to solve that solution. And also for creators who are running the ads right now, it's a nice surplus because it gives you an extra payment option. So the total idea is that, so this is the third part of the video I wanted to get into, is the total idea of this whole ecosystem, of this whole new paradigm of advertising and paying content creators for their work, makes it so that the content creators are no longer dependent on ad revenue. So they can just create their content, and most likely you will get a fixed amount of money each month, and you don't have to worry about whether your video is suitable for advertisement, or maybe you're getting copyright claim and therefore you are no longer getting ad revenue from that video. So I do believe that this might be a solution for a lot of people who are running ads on their YouTube channel or their website and are depending on that income source. So it's also, like I said, it's a better way to support your creators, because you don't have to break the bank every month. You don't have to pay €5 a month to your favorite creators to support them. You can directly support them without the need of a middleman. And this doesn't mean that YouTube or any other website that you're running, like Facebook or Instagram, becomes obsolete, because the platform is still there and you can still use the platform. But the monetization part of YouTube has been somewhat again, I'm nobody who has experience in this, so I have no experience in this, but I hear this from a lot of people on YouTube, that they are losing a lot of ad revenue, that their channels are being demonetized and stuff like that. So this might be just the solution that we're looking for to fix that problem. And the downside, and this is the fourth part of the video we're getting into right now. So the bad stuff, of course, is first of all, we need people to get onto this Brave browser and to really get into the whole Brave and basic attention token ecosystem. But there are some downsides to it because, first of all, people really have to care about their content creators, first of all, and people have to care about their privacy, because those are the two things that the Brave browser and the basic attention token stands on. So these are two big foundations that the Brave browser stands on. If none of those two values, so if people are not interested in none of those two values, then there is no reason to go over to the Brave browser, and people are just going to keep using Chrome or Firefox and just run an ad blocker and not care about their content creators. But for those who do, consider this as a viable solution, and also for the content creators themselves, if they just would register as a Brave verified publisher, they cannot lose anything with this. So I do think it's only a plus for the people who are running content on their channel and are monetizing it through ads. I don't think that the Brave verified publisher is a good extra for maybe just for some people. It might just be some pocket money, but I do believe that the more people are starting to use it and the more awareness there is created around the Brave browser and the basic attention token, the more the content creators will start profiting from it, because of the fact that there are more people visiting their website with the Brave browser and the basic attention token wallet, and therefore they are generating more income through the basic attention tokens. But still, the basic attention token itself, it's still a young cryptocurrency. It's still young blood. It's still a hassle to buy and sell the tokens, because you have to go onto an exchange, you have to buy Ethereum, and then you have to transfer that Ethereum onto your wallet, and then right over here you can add funds. Just like here, you can go over to, you can copy Ethereum over to this wallet, and then it will be converted into a basic attention token, and it's a whole hassle if you never done stuff like this before. And also, you buy like 10 euros of Ethereum, but you have to pay 50 cents of transaction fees, stuff like that. So there's always like a 5, sometimes even 10% loss in the total value you get when you want to buy the tokens, and also selling the tokens yourself. So if you're using the Brave reward system, you can't use it for your own gains. The tokens you get remain within the browser, so you cannot send these tokens over to your wallet or anything like that. You can only keep them in the Brave browser, so you cannot transfer them over to another wallet and then go sell them. So you cannot earn money by just watching ads or anything. So that is something that is that has to remain within the Brave rewards ecosystem, so within the Brave and the basic extension token ecosystem. And also, another downside is that you need to have a certain amount of technical knowledge. Yes, and this is true with any technology. So you need to have some technical knowledge. You need to know what a wallet is, you need to know what an exchange is, you need to know about these addresses. But like I said, this is the same with any technology. So you just have to learn a little bit about these things. You need to learn a little bit about the cryptocurrencies, you need to learn a little bit about the addresses, you need to learn a little bit about the exchanges. So there is a little technical knowledge needed to get into the whole idea of the Brave browser and the basic attention token. But as I said, this is the same with any new technology you're trying to get into. So is it really a downside? I don't know, but for some people it just might be. So there you have it. This is just a quick summary of the basic attention token and the Brave browser. I hope I covered somewhat the basics. I didn't go into too much detail. If you really want to know more about the Brave browser, I'd consider just get the browser, try it out. I'll link the The browser itself, the link to the browser, I'll link it on in the video description down below, and you can test it out for yourself and see what the fuzz is all about. And if you want to know more about other things like Ethereum and blockchain, you can go over to the Ethereum Wikipedia page, read through this. There are a lot of videos on Ethereum on YouTube as well, so definitely check that out as well. Go over to the Basic Attention Token website, go over to the Brave browser website, check it all out and read all about it. It's a very interesting project, and I do believe that we'll be hearing from this in the future. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.